Hi, my name's Samira. This video is about, are we addicted to stimulation? Yeah. I think everyone is. I certainly know that I am. I, the way I speak is stimulated, the way that I am in the world is stimulated. I get excited about stuff easily. I adore rushes and I adore moments of seeing things that bring me love and bring me excitement and bring me joy, and I want to have more of those moments. So yeah, this is not to give a moral talk about how we shouldn't be addicted to stimulation, because I get it in every part of my being. I get it. But I've also been able to live in a way where I broke down all of these stimulations. That I said, okay, I'm just gonna see who I am without all of that, because I'm a curious being. I want to know, and if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something, fully. So I stopped the stimulating. I stopped the TV. I stopped the music. I stopped, stimulating conversations with friends. I put myself into a retreat in Australia, then Vietnam. I spent my days writing and drawing and just really being quiet with myself. I stopped sugar because it makes me rushy. I stopped gluten because it makes me a bit foggy. I stopped dairy because it clogs up my system and makes my lymphatic system slower. So I stopped the toxicity. I just sort of said enough of all of this. I want to just feel what's going on, and a bit uncomfortable giving these things up because they suppress a lot of your emotions and what you're feeling. And we like distraction and we like stimulation and we like addiction. But what happened was, after a while, I could feel my body start to change. And it started feeling really beautiful. It was like I had landed in myself, and instead of always being up here somewhere or out there somewhere or needing to get to the next place, I felt really settled. Like, here I am in this body and it feels really nice, like stuff that was, is normal, boring, like putting on socks and trousers and stuff. Suddenly I was really aware of it. I was really aware of the sensation of the trouser leg being pulled up my leg, and how beautiful that felt to just put my foot and my leg through a trouser. Like, this is going from a party lifestyle and festivals and stimulation and living in a warehouse and having quite an out there lifestyle, to enjoying putting my clothes on. So God, I could see both sides, and then I came back to my friends and to the festival scene, and I could just feel how amazing I felt to be standing within all of this rushing and all of this excitement, and I wasn't pulled anymore. I wasn't pulled into each of these kind of hooks. I wasn't sort of suddenly wanting this stuff or addicted to this stuff or eating kilos of raw chocolate to be in this buzzy sort of space of life anymore. And it was really beautiful. It was genuinely beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't boring at all. It's like you take all of this stuff away, and what's left is the most beautiful experience of living that I've ever experienced. I would literally enjoy washing up. I'd feel the soap suds on my fingers and feel like, the beauty of it, and see little rainbows in the bubbles. I had this like raised awareness of the mundane and the normal that elevated a normal existence into something that was extraordinary and beautiful and fulfilling. And that completely blew me away. That completely opened my eyes to the negative side of stimulation. So as much as I love the bars and I love the rush and I will dance for hours with my friends and have so much fun in life, I saw that what it was doing to my nervous system and adrenal system actually wasn't 100% supportive to who I am and how beautiful life can be moment by moment. So the question is, are we addicted to stimulation? And the answer from my perspective is 100%. And the reason that that isn't necessarily brilliant is because it numbs you to truly feeling the beauty and wonder of the mundane. So I'm not saying that everyone needs to go on this path, but an awareness of the fact that when you grab for stuff, when you go for those addictions, it's not as simple as, oh, I'm just hungry, I feel like a chocolate bar, or I just want something tasty in my mouth. Like, yeah, okay, that's true to a certain level. Chocolate's super tasty. But there is also a part of you that's avoiding going into that stillness, that really wants to carry on this buzz, this stimulation, this feeling good. And you know that you're going to have some sort of crash afterwards. You know you're going to have a moment where you suddenly, you had a really good night out, you got really drunk, you had lots of fun. The next day, you feel it. There is a price to pay for the stimulation. There's going to be a drop. There's going to be a price paid on the body. And we take that price because we like the high. We like the buzz. And I'm just sort of suggesting that there is another way of being that sounds really boring. It's like the steady. Like, I don't think anyone could convince me to be steady. I loved my up-down addictive cycles. But in my experimentation and exploration of cutting out stimulation and just keeping myself really steady, my energetic system came alive. My nervous system, my adrenal system, my whole body started feeling like it was really vital and wonderful. I'd wake up every morning feeling just full of life and full of energy. I would consistently be able to do 12, 14 hours in a day, focused, attentive, without my mind foggy and wandering, because I simply was able to get on with what I needed to do. I was able to be a clear vessel to deliver the book that I was writing at the time. So, watch that stimulation. See if you can change little patterns bit by bit. Question yourself when you reach for that chocolate bar. Why are you having it at that moment? Is it because you've just been stressed and you've just been annoyed? It's because you're exhausted and you need to get a better sleep pattern happening in your life? Is it because you I just want to carry on the bars, what is it that's going on with you that's creating these behaviors and addictions and wanting to have this stimulation? Is there something that's missing in you? Are you covering sadness? Are you trying to not feel yourself? Are you avoiding stillness? These are the sorts of things that when you start looking at, then give you so much more depth and understanding of who you are and the patterns that you're living. I hope that helps. Bye for now.